Lord, please help whoever's listening. Make it all the way through this. I'm asking, real quiet. My name is Evelyn Carter. I'm 98 years old. 98. Almost 100. Feels like it anyway. I was born here, raised here, in this country, in a small place, Springfield. Quiet town. Not much changes, mornings especially. Same light, same sounds, same kitchen table, year after year. If I could sit across from my 30-year-old self, just 5 minutes, only 5, I wouldn't smile. I wouldn't say things will be okay. I wouldn't soften it. I'd lean forward, slow, my hands on the table, coffee getting cold, black, untouched, and I'd look her straight in the eyes, long look, and I'd tell her, you are wasting the strongest years, the most powerful years of your life, and you don't even know it. Not yet. When I was 30, I thought mistakes were small, easy to clean up. I thought time was endless, just waiting. I thought love fixed itself if you waited long enough. I thought my body would always bounce back. I thought money problems could sit quietly until later. I was wrong about all of it. I'm an old woman now. I wake up slow. Every morning takes effort. I walk slow. Each step argues back. But regret doesn't slow down. It moves fast, always has. What I'm telling you, it isn't from books. It isn't advice you read somewhere. It was paid for, with years I'll never get back. If you're 30, or close to it, please listen. Please, don't repeat what I did. At 30, I believed love was enough. I believed if 2 people cared, everything else would work itself out, somehow. That belief cost me many quiet years of pain. Years that didn't scream, just sat there. I stayed silent to keep the peace. I avoided hard conversations because I was afraid of conflict, afraid of shaking things. I told myself, this is marriage. You adjust. You wait. You be patient. What I didn't understand then, what I really didn't understand, is something simple. Silence doesn't protect a marriage. It wears it down, slowly. I let small hurts slide. I ignored disrespect, because it didn't seem that bad. I waited for my partner to change, without ever saying what I needed. Years went by like that, quiet, heavy. By the time I spoke honestly, the distance was already too wide, too much space. If I could talk to my 30-year-old self, I'd say it plain, very plain. Talk early. Talk when it's uncomfortable. Talk before love turns into habit. Marriage isn't about staying quiet. It's about staying connected. And don't marry someone hoping they'll become different. They don't. People show you who they are early. Believe them. Love without respect will drain you. Love without communication will confuse you. Love without effort fades quietly. Don't stay just because you're afraid to start over. Time doesn't reward waiting. It only makes leaving harder. Please, learn that sooner than I did. At 30, I believed my body was strong forever. I could wake up tired and still push through the day. I could eat poorly, sleep less, laugh it off. I told myself, I'll take care of my health later. Later doesn't come the way you think. Small pain started quietly. A stiff back in the morning. Headaches I ignored. Tiredness that never really left. I told myself it was normal. I was busy. Everyone felt like this, right? Years passed. Then one day, the doctor used words I wasn't ready for. Chronic, permanent, manage, not cure. That's when I understood something painful. Your body forgives you when you're young. It remembers everything when you're old. I didn't move enough. I sat too long. I carried stress like it was normal. I thought being strong meant never resting. I thought asking for rest was weakness. It wasn't. If I could speak to my 30-year-old self, I'd say it slowly, carefully. Walk every day, even when you don't feel like it. Stretch your body. It isn't a machine. Sleep isn't laziness. It's repair. Stop living on coffee and comfort food. Stop ignoring pain because others say it's nothing. Pain is never nothing. Health isn't something you fix later. It's something you protect every single day. When health goes, freedom goes with it. And freedom, that's what makes life feel alive. Please, don't wait for your body to force you to listen. At 30, I wanted to look capable. I wanted people to think I was doing well, so I hid my doubts, wore confidence like a mask. My ego spoke louder than my heart. I argued, even when I knew I was wrong. I stayed quiet when an apology would have healed things. I thought saying sorry made me smaller. It didn't. Refusing to say it did. Over time, small misunderstandings turned into distance. People didn't leave in anger. They drifted, slowly. By the time I noticed, it felt too late. I learned this late. Ego doesn't protect you. It isolates you. If I could talk to my younger self, I'd tell her to listen more than she speaks, to let go of winning every conversation, to choose peace over pride, even when it's uncomfortable. Money, that fooled me too. I spent to look settled. I bought things to feel important. I compared my life to others, tried to keep up. Saving felt boring. Planning felt unnecessary. Then life tested me. A sudden illness. an unexpected expense, a time when income slowed. Fear entered my home quietly. Money problems don't arrive loudly. They show up at night when you can't sleep. I'd tell my 30-year-old self, save before you feel rich. Plan while life feels easy. Security matters more than appearances. Pride says everything's fine. Wisdom says prepare. I learned that late. At 30, I believed time belonged to me. I thought I controlled it. I thought I could always catch up. I lived like life was a long road, with plenty of stops later. Every morning I rushed, out the door, through conversations, past people who loved me most. I was busy, but rarely fulfilled. I told my parents, I'll call later. Later became tomorrow. Tomorrow became next week. Then one day, later disappeared. I remember my mother's voice, getting weaker on the phone. I noticed, but I didn't change anything. I thought I had time. That was a mistake. Time doesn't forgive. I watched my children grow while planning what came next, thinking about work, money, responsibilities, all of it. I missed small moments, the laughter, the questions, the quiet need for attention. Children don't wait. They grow, whether you're watching or not. I thought I'd slow down when life got easier. Life doesn't get easier. You just get more tired. Years pass fast, faster than I expected, faster than I was ready for. One day I looked in the mirror and saw a stranger, an old woman, full of memories and, many regrets. That's when I understood the truth. Time doesn't announce itself when it leaves. It slips away while you're busy planning. If I could talk to my 30-year-old self, I'd beg her to slow down. Sit longer at the table. Listen without watching the clock. Rest without guilt. And before I forget, if you're still here, if you've been listening this long, could you subscribe to the channel? Turn on the little notification bell. It helps, I think. God bless you, truly. I tell her not to delay love, not to postpone kindness, not to wait to live. You don't lose life in one big moment. You lose it in small delays. Please, don't live like you have unlimited time. You don't. If this felt real to you, take a moment. Choose differently today.